Good morning. Today we're going to talk about John Maxwell's law of expansion. Now, this is a topic I'm very passionate about, so I'm excited to dig in. So, John says that personal and professional growth is not a destination, but a continuous journey. There's an acronym I like to use, which is CANI, CANI, which stands for constant and never ending improvement. Now, this is a concept that I was introduced to by my mentor very early on. And without it, I do not believe that I would be the person that I am today. So I'm truly grateful to him for being such an outstanding leader and an example. So there's the first lesson. If you are a leader, leaders must go first. In order for your team to be able to produce extraordinary results, you need extraordinary people. And in order to have extraordinary people, you have to be an extraordinary leader. So what I found in my own personal and professional growth journey was that in order to be able to produce extraordinary results, I had to condition myself to think differently than the average person. And it wasn't enough to visit it once a week or once a month or once a quarter. It was something that I needed to do on a daily basis. I had to be very intentional about doing so. It had to be conditioned in so much so that it became part of my lifestyle. Now, this is such a simple concept. Yet so few companies and leaders that I actually work with, right, embrace this idea at the level that they really need to. So many times a leader will say, hey, I need to have this outcome. This is the result that we're shooting for this year. And they set the bar very, very high. And then they get disappointed when they don't get the results. They get frustrated with their team members. But yet the real challenge is that sometimes we're expecting a result from our team when they haven't become the kind of people who are capable of producing the result that we're looking for. So there's the key takeaway right there. If we want to produce extraordinary results, we have to produce extraordinary people. That means we have to develop or we have to install a system within our company where we're conditioning our people on a daily basis to become the kind of people that can produce the results that we're looking for. So I liken it to raising a child. To grow a successful team, you have to nurture it. You have to develop those things within them just like you would your child. Now, I have two adult children. I have a daughter who is 26 and I have a son who is 23 years old. And my wife and I were very intentional about how we wanted to raise our children, right? We wanted to raise children who were success-minded, people who were capable of fending for themselves, people that were kind, people that were smart, people that were nice, but just people who were expansive in their thinking. And along the way, there were times when I questioned whether or not they were actually my children or not, right? It just didn't seem to be taking hold, some of the lessons that we were trying to teach them. But now that they're older, I've seen that it's taken root, and it's taken root very, very deeply. And I'm very, very proud of the people that they've become. They literally think differently than other kids or other young adults their age. So what is the lesson there? Well, I think the lesson is this. Sometimes we expect a result in a very short period of time, and we get disappointed when we don't get it. And we overestimate what can be done in a short period of time, but we underestimate the value of that conditioning over a longer period of time. So if you're trying to grow a successful team, let's look at this. It doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter what shape your team is in, if you've got a group of bad news bears or if you have a team that's pretty capable. Every member of the team is capable of becoming better, but it won't happen unless you as a leader are intentional about their growth, unless you provide that guidance and leadership. So it doesn't matter where you start, you just have to start. And it may not happen right away. It may not happen in a year, but over the course, or it may not happen in a month, it may not happen in a quarter, but over the course of a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, this is where you're really gonna see it show up. So embrace that law of expansion. I think it'll be a major difference in the overall impact and growth of your company.